She was also named Abiha, the mother of her father, which literally means she was too kind and loving to her father and always looked after him. She would help in feeding the Prophet and needy. She would help with the water and attend the wounds of the Prophet and his needs. Sayyidah Fatima alayhi salam was brought up by her father, learning the Holy Quran and all things about verses and verdicts. The people found her to be a special person. Sayyidah Fatima alayhi salam was the highest example in chastity, honor and veiling for all women. Once, a blind man asked permission to visit Sayyidah Fatima. When the Prophet saw them, he asked his daughter Fatima alayhi salam, "Why did you cover yourself fully, though he is blind and could not see you?" She said, "He could not see me, but I could see him." The Prophet said, "I witness that you are a part of me." Veil is beauty and honor for women. Whenever a woman adorns herself with chastity, she will be in the highest position and most honorable rank. The veil and chastity of Fatima alayhi salam is a high example for every woman who wants to live honorable in the society. When Sayyidah Fatima was a little older, many companions hurried to the Prophet to ask for the hand of Sayyidah Fatima in marriage. The Prophet said to these people that he was waiting on orders from Allah first. The Prophet received the message to marry his daughter with Imam Ali alayhi salam. When any poor person came to see the Prophet, he would say, "Go to my daughter's house Fatima, she is the most kind." According to some narrators, she even gave away her wedding dress on the night of her wedding to a person in need. Sayyidah Fatima and Imam Ali's children were Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein and Sayyidah Zainab. Some historians also say that they had a daughter called Kulthum. She also had a son called Muhsin, who died in the belly of Sayyidah Fatima. Once, Imam Ali alayhi salam went to ask the Prophet for a servant for Sayyidah Fatima to help them. Answering this request, the Prophet went to Sayyidah Fatima and taught her a tasbih and said that this was better than having a servant. This tasbih is famously known as tasbih of Sayyidah Fatima. Imam Hussein once said that he often saw his mother absorbed in prayer and always noticed that she prayed for the neighbors and others before she prayed for herself and her family. Mushaf of Fatima is the name of a book, the contents of which was revealed to Sayyidah Fatima and was written down by Imam Ali. Today the book is kept with the 12th Imam al-Mahdi. According to narrations, the contents in the book is not the Holy Quran, as some may claim. One day, Imam Hassan and Hussein became ill. The Prophet told Imam Ali and Sayyidah Fatima to vow a fasting for Allah. They all vowed to fast for 3 days when their 2 sons would recover. After they all recovered, Imam Ali had no money to buy food for their iftar. He borrowed some barley. Sayyidah Fatima milled and baked some of that barley for the iftar on the first day of their fasting. Then a poor person came asking for food. All members of the family gave their shares to the poor man and spent their night with no food. On the second day, and at the time of iftar, another poor person knocked on the door asking for some food. They all gave their shares of food and spent the second night having no food. On the third day, Sayyidah Fatima milled and baked the rest of the barley. At the time of iftar, someone knocked on the door asking for some food, and they did the same as they did on the previous 2 days. On the 4th day, the Prophet came to them and saw them very weak and suffering from hunger. Then he did a dua for their well-being. At those moments, the angel Gabriel came down to the Prophet, carrying with him these verses as a reward from Allah for these great people. They are known as the verses of Abrar.